Hello, my name is Kyle Merritt, and I'm here today to talk to you about nuclear energy expansion in the United States. Now, imagine a futuristic world where there is no electricity. Everything that we have today just isn't possible because we lack the power source necessary. Now, this future might be bleak and hard to think about, but it's quite possible with America's current dependence on fossil fuels. Now, the solution to this would be nuclear energy expansion. Now, nuclear energy is quite possibly the one way to get almost unlimited power to the United States. And with America's need for massive power, uh, one can see why energy sources need to be, supplied. But with expanding nuclear energy, we will see the benefits to having that power source and the bright future that the United States could possibly have. Now, with limited fossil fuels, one can see why nuclear energy would be necessary. Now, coal and natural gas are the two major fuel sources in the United States, according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration. And according to ecology.com, these fuel sources could be gone from in between 50 to 120 years. Now, while this is just a reasonable guess, it's still hard to imagine a future without these fuels. But many people are looking to utilize renewable energy instead. However, there's quite a few difficulties to harnessing renewable energy the same way that we use coal and natural gas. Renewable energy is very location dependent, and you need the sun for solar energy, the wind for wind turbines, and you need water for hydroelectricity. And unless you live in these areas, you're not going to be able to use this type of energy. And along with this, one can see the environmental damage that fossil fuels are causing, the carbon emissions, and as justgreencommunity.com would say, that fracking is one of the most dangerous environmental issues from fossil fuels. Now, the real solution to this problem would be nuclear energy. It has low pollution. It causes almost zero carbon emissions because it's basically a steam turbine that just produces water into the air, and water is good for the environment. And it has low operating costs, and with that, a nuclear reactor can last from 40 to 60 years, which is quite the lifespan for one nuclear reactor. And with that, nuclear energy is quite reliable. It's not location dependent like renewable energy, and it doesn't harm the earth like fossil fuels. And with that, nuclear energy can be run 365 every year. So it's quite the reliable energy source. And with expanding nuclear energy, the way that we use fossil fuels, one can see a brighter future for the United States. In fact, there would be many new uses for nuclear energy that people would be able to find through new research and other options like that. There would be less focus on nuclear weapons and more focus on nuclear energy. And with that, with the building of new plants, there's going to be quite the economic growth that would come from nuclear energy. As the San Antonio Business Journal wrote an article about a new nuclear facility in the San Antonio area, they said that it was going to be a great help to the community by bringing in jobs and outputting more energy. Now, there are multiple environmental advantages to nuclear energy as well. Along with the zero carbon emissions, there is reusable waste. How is ConserveEnergyFuture.com put it, the plutonium is made from the nuclear waste from nuclear reactors, which can be used to make new waste, new energy for these reactors. And with that, one can see the benefits of nuclear energy expansion in the United States through the through the replacing of fossil fuels and the helpfulness to the environment, and along with the fiscal advantages to everything. And so I implore all of you to take a more in-depth look at nuclear energy and see how well it can expand the United States and give us a brighter future and a more energy efficient future that could save the planet and keep us from a dark future that we do not wish to have. Thank you. That is so shitty.